Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Unfiltered News from the Reality Zone, brought to you by Spellbinder, a weekly newsletter I like to do to inform you of articles and news headlines you may have missed during the week. Let's start out with the comic strip for this week. The worst case scenario is near. And that it might be. Now to the headlines. The war in Afghanistan is now 10 years old and the longest military conflict in U.S. history. Speaking of CFR, headquarters of the American ruling elite, the former commander of the coalition forces in Afghanistan says the mission is barely halfway done. The real mission is to dominate the Middle East and control its oil resources. That never will be done. Slate, October 7. Russia and China vetoed a UN resolution condemning Syria because they feared NATO would use it as an excuse to bomb the country. Similar to the invasion and war against Libya, Syria's Assad said that if he is attacked, he will send missiles purchased from Russia to Israel. Infowars, October 7th. Officials at the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers stole over $20 million by skimming and laundering money through fraudulent contracts. Daily Mail, October 6th. Japan. A third worker at the Fukushima reactors has died. Tokyo Electric Power, TEPCO, has said it is hard to believe that radiation exposure had anything to do with it. SKF, October 6th. Yeah. Right. Radiation is harmless, don't you know? They raised it up to 1,000 times the normal radiation dosage. Feds order California medical marijuana dispensaries to shut down despite being legal under state law. A power struggle is coming to a head in 16 states that have legalized medical pot. The feds claim that federal law supersedes state law. Oh, really? Let's go look at the 10th Amendment and see. The states say that the 10th Amendment authorized them to nullify any federal law that is unconstitutional. Yes, it does. The outcome of this contest will shape the future of America. Daily Mail, October 6. Secret panel of unidentified senior government officials create kill list for the president to consider by Reuters, October 6. Kill list for the president to consider. Interesting. Let's go kill more people because the president can do that. No, it's supposed to go through Congress. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder is caught lying about when he became aware of the Fast and Furious program, where they took guns and gave it to the cartels. In which the feds sold weapons to Mexican drug cartels. He said he discovered it in spring of 2011, but memos show that he received updates on the program as early as July 2010. Yahoo, October 6th. Video. IMF advisors say that unless a credible debt plan is presented for Europe, a global financial meltdown will occur in 2 to 3 weeks. Credible is a strange word. How about workable? No, that won't do, because there isn't any such thing, so credible is the word. It's all based on belief and faith. Zero Hedge, October 6th. Florida. Tens of millions of bees die in one day. Beekeepers blame pesticide spraying. Natural News, October 5th. India sues Monsanto for biopiracy, but the lawsuit is seriously flawed. It seeks financial compensation instead of a ban on genetically engineered crops. India may get paid, but Monsanto will continue as before. This smells like a ploy to pay politicians and place it the public while Monsanto the green light. Morph City, October 5th. Bad news. Video, George Soros says he understands this and sympathizes with the Wall Street protesters. Yes, the communist who's a Jew who hated his own Jewish people. They turned them into the Nazis. That does not mean he supports them or that he is a critic of Wall Street. It is a carefully chosen set of words to make it seem like he is on the side of the common man, which he is not. Soros advocated bank bailouts in 2009 and continues to be a Wall Street insider. Prison Planet, October 4th. Florida, again, Pinellas County has voted to stop fluoridating their water that served over 700,000 residents. There is a cost savings of $205,000 a year, but the primary motive was concerned over the negative health side effects from toxic fluoride. Tampa Bay, October 4th. Video. Buy that guy a bullhorn is the sentiment of many who watched this video of a young Wall Street protester. He has done his homework and is on target with all the major issues. YouTube, October 3rd. Yes, he was. That man was very on target. He knew what he was saying about the banksters. Video, morphing building in Berlin. This process is called projection mapping. We're going to see a lot more of this in the future. Imagine what they could project into a cloud or fog bank. Technology that could be used for entertainment or deception. YouTube, October 6th. Yes, I've watched a few of these. This is like the predecessor to the Project Bluebeam. Video reposted. This video was pulled from the internet a few hours after it was published at last week, but one of our subscribers has put it back, at least for now. This news report illustrates ignorance of the value of gold compared to paper. Fiat money, fake money. A TV reporter says investors are getting out of the gold market because it is not backed by anything. She says it is better to hold the government bond in dollars because they are backed by the Federal Reserve. Huh? Honest, she really says that. And gold isn't worth anything, huh? Well, no, we just use it in electronics along with silver. In our electronics, it has a value. The paper, the only value it really has is putting it on your wall as wallpaper. YouTube, September 24th. Neocon. Rick Perry says that Mexico drug violence may require using U.S. troops in Mexico. This is using yet another crisis to justify the internationalization of a response. The failed war on drugs would end quickly if drugs were decriminalized and if the government stopped covertly helping the cartels. Daily Mail, October 2nd. Austin, Texas, a fluoride producer admits that fluoride is dangerous in its material safety data sheet. That document can be used by activists to make any city council liable for adding fluoride to water because once they have knowledge, they can be held liable. PPJ Gazette, October 2nd. Yes, you can stop fluoridation in your water by pointing it out to them, and if they continue, you can hold them liable and sue them. The document mentioned above can be downloaded here. The warning is on page 2. Masonic Post, October 2nd. U.S. Occupy Wall Street protesters appear to be orchestrated by groups that want to convert the movement into a collectivist drive to trash capitalism, ownership of private property, not crony capitalism, which is going on. There's crony and there's real capitalism. Instead of exposing the Federal Reserve and the crony corporate state. InfoWars, October 2nd. Video. New York Police Department Foundation received a $4.6 million donation from J.P. Morgan. Could that be the reason New York police have brutalized peaceful anti-bank demonstrators who have not broken any laws? Watch this video of police action, then you be the judge. Eric Allen Bell, October 1st. U.S. The Department of Justice wants to eliminate the ATF and assign its duties to other agencies. This seems is seen as a ploy to get the administration off the hook as a result of the Fast and Furious scandal, in which ATF shipped weapons to Mexico on Mexican criminals. Why don't they just prosecute the ATF officials who engineered this? Answer: because someone would have to be punished, and we might find out who at the top approved it. Like Obama. Town Hall posted October 1st. Yes, and you'll also find out that this was a ploy when Obama said we have a secret plan to get rid of guns in America. Video: Obama takes credit for ordering the killing of an American citizen. The Islamic cleric of Anwar al-Awlaki on the claim that he was an Al-Qaeda leader. This was done without due process of law under the Constitution. No charges, no trial, no defense, just a decree to kill issued by a supreme leader. It's called dictatorship. YouTube, October 1st. Denmark levies the world's first flat tax on foods that contain saturated fats, butter, milk, pizza, oil, meats, and pre-cooked foods. It's just another tax, folks. It has nothing to do with concern for health or anything than a liquor tax or cigarette tax has anything to do with concern over drinking or smoking. Yahoo actually posted October 1st. I'm just amazed. I'm reading these people saying this stuff. Video: Natomas, California. School officials and nurses are going door to door to vaccinate children. They won't be allowed in school without their shots. And it's only color of law. YouTube, October 1st. U.S. 5 banks account for 96% of the $250 trillion in derivatives exposure. They include J.P. Morgan, Citibank of America, Goldman Sachs, the HSBC, and their exposure continues to grow. This means they are insanely at risk and will again call on taxpayers to bail them out from their financial gambles. Neither Republicans nor Democrats will turn them down. Zero Hedge posted October 1st. At a public meeting, Chairman of California's Public Utility Commission tells man who suffers from electromagnetic headaches that he may have his smart meter exchanged for a traditional analog meter. Don't celebrate yet. People who called the electric company were told that there is no more analog meters. Well, what do they do with the old ones? What do they do with the ones they've taken out from other places? Stop smart meters. October 1st. U.S. Ron Paul, in the wake of the assassination of U.S. citizen al-Awlaki, suggests that journalists could be targeted in the future and that this policy could expand incrementally. MSNBC, October 5th. And it's true. There was a guy who was at the National Committee, the News Committee, where they have the press secretary, and he was asking him some tough questions about this. You gotta see that if you can find it on YouTube. It was great. U.S. When winning becomes losing is the title of this excellent analysis of why the left-right illusion has been led the country into ruin and why winning election is meaningless. If our principles do not win, this will help you resist the argument that you should not vote for your candidate of choice because he can't win. But yet Ron Paul can win. Don't let MSNBC, Fox, CNNBC, all the rest of them, ABC, attack October 4th. 3 reasons to avoid flu shots. They are only 1% effective. 2, they link to a killer nerve disease. 3, vitamin D is 800% more effective, which that's what I use and never been sick since. Less expensive and has no side effects. Activist Post, October 1st. Great photo here. That's interesting. And that's it. That's the news for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. You can see the link to this for this week's link down in the description box. That's always under there. more. And I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. It's going to be clear here in Ohio, at least, in Michigan and surrounding states. Until next time, be good or be good at it. Good day.